Dr. Igari affirms government commitment to safeguarding national unity. Unity State adopts allocating 5% of the state's oil revenue for development. Northern Bahr el Ghazal State launches water drainage system to reduce future flooding. Good afternoon, dear viewers. Welcome to SSBC News Live from Juba. I'm Suzanne Emiliano with the news in details. We begin this afternoon news with South Sudan and the United Arab Emirates reaffirming their commitment to enhancing cooperation in key sectors including agriculture, mining, energy, and infrastructure. This follows the return of President Salva Kiir Mayardit from the United Arab Emirates, where he strengthened bilateral ties as part of South Sudan's effort to harness its natural resources and drive economic recovery.
His Excellency had a number of meetings with the business community, private sectors in the United Arab Emirates. Met a number of private sectors and companies from the United Arab Emirates that would want to invest in South Sudan, expressed their interest. Chief among those was the Etihad Railway. It's one of the prominent companies that builds a number of railways in the region. Also, the meeting, the presentation was with Abu Dhabi's Fund for Development. And the last one was the Bank of Central Bank, also of United Arab Emirates, that wanted to help South Sudan build capacities in different fields in the Central Bank and capacity buildings of our cadets. Those meetings were spread along those days until the last was on Saturday, where His Excellency the President met His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Nahyan, which is the President of United Arab Emirates. And the meetings also was very productive, conducive in a way that they captured mostly the same thing that they captured with the other private sectors, building bilateral relations, also which is built on trade and business in different fields, in agriculture, infrastructure, and of course.
Turning our attention to the government's assurance of maximum security for all citizens, Vice President Dr. James Wane Iga has reaffirmed government commitments to safeguarding the people of South Sudan by strengthening justice system to address cases related to the extrajudicial killings. Dr. Iga made this statement during his visit to areas affected by the recent tensions between cattle herders and local communities, including Sindiru Lugara, Boma, Aru Junction, Kid Boma, and Ai Boma. Additionally, Iga, upon providing food aid to those affected by violence, emphasized peaceful coexistence among South Sudan's diverse communities, conveying President Kiir's greetings and reaffirming the government's commitment to national unity.
Salam من رئيس بتاعنا كير مايردي هو كير مايردي هو أساساً ودي تعليمات عن كلام تبغى هو قرار دفي تعليمات دفي إنه أي زول ما بيسوقو بقرا بيتو من محل بيتو وروى ودي لمحل تاني كلام ده ممنوع هو ودي تعليمات إنه أي بقرا اللي جا في سنترال إكواتوريا استوائية الوسطى بقرا ده ممنوع kan ligo kali suguara wa asia dumzatu isilu bara sila asan sila ya uji buko da fibele nina jain le intakun asan nasub zuruf alhasil lemot modlim fitana kalikum gowin rais fitakum warakum
iya bagar ta mahal ke degen fi mahal to ze bitana ta juba county bagar ta targeta kala 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 ya ta illa algi jibu fi suq wala fi mal wala fi shunu bagar ta labono ga agar fi labono ta lire agar fi lire ta kopoita agar fi kopoita kangi mor e mor be moragaba ta solotado hakuma kun fi moragaba bagar regi jakam gi jata manin bura wen gal mashi su jibo da kalu fi hosto wala bagar di create insecurity bagar gije bo jaan lan biyakul mazare iza dakhalu mazare kana sabab ta bagar na fagadna nas katir fi Juba County
kalam to abogarde binezeria betai anu abogarde biga kolum umani yao kuma zato yao ina kekore le hukuma aligali wo dipata na school gale hukuma divanina yao kulu kore bitana hukuma gale.
Crossing to Yambio, the capital of Western Equatoria State, where a large gathering of religious leaders from various denominations came together to pray for peace, unity and development as the Azande Kingdom marks its third anniversary. Our reporter Abraham Falex has more.
Yambio was a sense of spiritual unity as religious leaders from across the region came together to mark the third anniversary of the Azande Kingdom returned. The event held at Bazangwa in Yambio County saw hundreds of people in attendance representing a diverse range of faiths. Top religious figures including the Archbishop of Western Equatoria Internal Province, Samuel Inosa Penny, and the Bishop of the Catholic Diocese of Tambura Yambio, Eduardo Hiboro, led the prayers. Archbishop Penny, who also chairs the Interchurch Committee, thanked the national leadership for restoring the kingdom, emphasizing its importance in fostering peace and development.
It took 117 years and there was no king. We thank God and we thank the President of the Republic of South Sudan for returning our kingdom. Today is the third anniversary where we have gathered to lay the foundation of the kingdom, that we will build this kingdom on unity of all the people of Western Equatoria, all the people on the land.
Bishop Hiboro called on the Azande people to unite behind their king and work together for the betterment of their communities.
When families are organized, they become peace for the neighbors. If the Azande people are organized in their kingdom under their king, and they stand for value of peace, unity, togetherness, and coexistence, that is a big contribution for our country. In a way, they are building peace. So that's the hope that even every ethnic group should be reorganized, not necessarily under kingdom, but we need to get ourselves organized as a body, as an institution, to promote peace, harmony, togetherness, development of our own nation.
Reverend Charles Bandas of the African Elan Church explained that their prayers were offered to seek divine support for the kingdom leadership.
Nina jaseli fi kingdom bita Zande. There nina mukstin asan nina arf gal say Melik u kuturabna fi kingdom bito. Asan ma fi Melik na albo nadi kanisa asan man biseli fi mal bito. Nena mukstin kalis na gabu sille rabana kele rabana barak kingdom bita Azande kele kingdom de kele rabaj gidam kele indu termia kele indu wahida kele indu salam.
Fozia Francis, representing the Pentecostal Church, expressed her gratitude to all the religious leaders for coming together in this spirit of unity.
Ana farahan kalis ashan the kingdom bitatna ashan beteriga al-giafa al-kulu kanais al-limu kulu fi makan wahid o omon agder yan asas ta kingdom bada min kilma tarabana ashan buedi fursa le kanais ashan bilimu kulu mutelif min kulu mahalat ashan omon bagder ashan be shaja mabad ashan omon bagder ashan biseli agil wilaya agil kulu mashakil agil kulu kef anna bagder indu yani
The anniversary celebrations and the prayer gathering highlights the significance of the Azande kingdoms in the region. The kingdom return is seen as a crucial step towards reconciliation and development after years of conflict. Many here believe that with continued peace and unity, the Azande kingdom can play a vital role in building a brighter future for its people. Abraham Felix, SSBC.
In a related development, let's now get live updates on the third anniversary celebrations of the Azande Kingdom held at Bazangu, Payam in Yambio County, with tributes to the restoration of the kingdom and the rich cultural heritage of the Azande people. SSBC's Emmanuel Patrick reports.
The Azande Kingdom marked its third anniversary today, February 9, 2025, in a vibrant celebration held at Bazungua Payam in Yambio County. The event was a significant tribute to the restoration of the kingdom and the rich cultural heritage of the Azande people. In an inspiring address, His Majesty Monarch Atoroba Benedicto Budwe emphasized the kingdom's pivotal role in fostering peace within its borders. He highlighted the importance of unity among the diverse communities residing in the kingdom and reaffirmed their commitment to maintaining harmony.
Peace and unity are the first and second pillars of the Azande Kingdom to enable us to reach where we are since we restored our kingdom in 2022. A kingdom divided against itself cannot stand. It is disheartening to see fear spreading among our people due to harmful traditional practices and the misuse of magical beliefs. Our villages should not be places for fear, but of unity and progress.
Sebit Angelo, a representative of the various tribes coexisting with the Azande, stated that peaceful coexistence has been a hallmark of their lives. He underscored that the kingdom belongs to all people of South Sudan, promoting inclusivity and collaboration among different ethnic groups.
أنا قاعدين مع مملكة السلام ملك بتاعنا وراهبنا كله وشيلنا كله ده سبب لو كتوزير من قبيلة ثانية براو سنة كده منسلو باقي قبائل كله في مملكة ده ما لزان براو مملكة ده لقبائل الكله تجرب السودان.
The celebration attracted thousands, including dignitaries from the government, religious leaders, and members of the Azande communities from the Democratic Republic of Congo and Central Africa. Participants emphasized the need to restore the lost cultures of the Azande and foster unity among the Azande populations across the three nations.
Le royaume Zande qu'on est en train de faire revivre aujourd'hui.
This kingdom is not and the kingdom from here in South Sudan, only from South Sudan, you know. This kingdom is for all of Zande. If you are from South Sudan, from Central Africa or Democratic Republic of Congo, in worldwide. So, I'm advising all Zande in worldwide to accept, to know, because this kingdom is for Azande in worldwide. This is second kingdom, and the God give for all of Zande.
The festivities featured traditional dances and educational segments that highlighted the past cultures and customs of the Azande people, including methods of problem identification and resolution. This cultural showcase served not only to celebrate the kingdom's heritage, but also to inspire a renewed commitment to preserving and honoring the traditions that define the Azande identity. As the event unfolded, it became clear that the Azande Kingdom stands as a beacon of hope and unity in a region rich with diversity, but often marred by conflict. The anniversary celebration is a testament to the enduring spirit and resilience of the Azande people and their commitment to peaceful future. For SSBC News, I'm Emmanuel Patrick, Bazungua Payam, Yambio County, Western Equatorial.
The National Ministry of General Education and Instruction has concluded the handover of education facilities to Lakes State authorities, including Kon Nok Secondary School, which was constructed in Awerial County with support from the African Development Bank. In addition, a number of classrooms were constructed at Awerial Complex Primary School The ministry delegation also conducted an inspection of the ongoing school construction projects in the state.
The National Ministry of General Education and Instruction is working hard toward increasing educational facilities by renovating and constructing new schools. National Ministry of General Education, together with development partners, set up the schools infrastructure development as a priority. The ministry handed over Konandag Secondary Schools in Awerial County, which was constructed by African Development Bank. Addressing the occasions, Minister Awudeng Ashwil appreciated the role of African Development Bank in supporting education sector by providing suitable resource. And she added that the ministry is working toward providing inclusive education, teachers, capacity buildings for quality education service provisions.
I want to sincerely thank our donors. The building behind us was a donation, a grant from African Development Bank. And we are very grateful that they have given these resources to improve access to education for our children. It's a well-invested resources for a human development. We want to empower our citizens through education, girls, boys, and children with disability, and building the capacity of our teachers to be able to deliver quality education. No country can do it alone. South Sudan has been left behind because of the liberation war that we fought, but now that the phase 2 war is addressed, which is education. We have to educate our people.
Governor Ntwen Mabor says the government is working hard to provide quality educations to citizens of Awerial County in particular and the state in general.
Awerial County in particular have no schools. This is the first, the secondary school. We have a primary school at PAB, that is Awerial Center. We will continue doing more for these people because education is the only way that we can transform this community. It's the only way we can better serve our people.
On his part, the State Minister of General Education, Nelson Makoy Makur, calls on all teachers in Awerial County to provide quality education service to all students and pupils.
We are very grateful to our Honorable Minister, Awudeng Achwil, for always supporting us to make sure that our children are learning in a very clean, safe learning environment. So I call upon our teachers to commit themselves to deliver quality education to our children.
Minister Awudeng Ashwil has also handed over a number of constructed classrooms in Awerial complex primary schools to the state authorities.
The National Minister of Roads and Bridges, Simon Mijok Mijak, has called on South Sudanese youth to scale up farming efforts by coming up with farming associations to boost the economy and alleviate hunger and poverty. Mijak made these remarks during the office assumption ceremony of the South Sudan Freight Forwarders Association members in Juba. More in the following report by Deng Achol.
In a fight to enhance food production, the South Sudan Freight Forwarders Association has restructured its leadership to reinforce its mandate. Speaking at the event, the National Minister of Roads and Bridges, Simon Mijok Mijak, President Keats calls for agricultural development, urging youth to form a farming association to attract national funding and promote food security. Additionally, he pledges to improve key roads infrastructure, including the Numili-Juba Highway, and construct weight bridges in Juba Bor, Juba Terkeka, Nesitu, Wau, and Malakal.
So, Shabab is the only way we fix our problems. You couldn't Google without your bed without Takhlian. You want to get everything free. Is it because of oil? It is now closed. And I will say, although I'm benefiting building road with the oil money, but I said head is paid for a while so that our mind comes to reasoning.
Meanwhile, the Commissioner General of the South Sudan Revenue Authority, Simon Okwedeng, urges freight forwarders to cooperate with the authority to boost non-oil revenue collection, support government salary payments, calling on clearing agents and normally to advocate for fair charges that align with the country's economic conditions.
And what I'm telling you is to help us be able to collect government revenues. You need to work with us in this quest to increase our revenues. And it will not be fair enough if you don't play your role. Today, our domestic tax is collecting about 80% of our revenues. Custom is collecting less, not because we don't have trucks coming into South Sudan. It's because the sector is a little bit messy, need to be streamlined.
The chairperson of South Sudan Freight Forwarders Association, Deng Daniel Ayuan, requested the revenue authorities' support in capacity building to enhance competitiveness within the region.
So if we move across our borders, other countries have adopted technological use. South Sudan, it is only namely here. People from Kaya, they are suffering, they are still carrying cash, Honorable CG. People from Nadafal, you have to move with the money from Nituba to take it to the station there to go and pay because they don't have commercial banks. And the people on the ground there, the custom demand cash to be paid to them. Even also in WOW, you also have to go doing all this. It is risking our businesses. So we shall advocate for the future of the freight industry for digital transformation.
The South Sudan Freight Forwarders Association, which represents over 200 customs clearance agencies, plays a vital role in facilitating trade, improving freight efficiency, and ensuring affordable commodities for the public. Denga Choldol, SSBC News, Juba.
Let's go for a short break and please stay tuned for more stories. Welcome back from that short break, and to continue, South Sudan continues to reaffirm its commitment to migrant workers' policy development and refugee protection as one of the countries hosting a large number of refugees from neighboring Sudan. This reassurance follows the conclusion of the Policy Development Program for Migrant Workers under the auspices of the Ministry of Labor in collaboration with the International Labor Migration Organization. Speaking at the conclusion of the program in Juba, Minister of Labor James Hothmai assured partners of the government's unwavering commitment to strengthening labor administration in the country. Aida Awel, Chief Technical Advisor for Better Regional Migration Management at the International Labor Organization, stressed significant at the International Labor Organization.
Not complete. All right, because at the end of the day, what we are doing here somebody have to implement. And these are labor administration. That goes up to states and up to counties. So if we don't put in place the labor administration, where you have offices in the center here, you go to state and beyond, and then there's nobody who's going to implement those policies, what we are doing. We are in the center here. The majority of our population are in the state, including our refugees. They are in the state, they are not in Jubilee. So we have to make sure that also we take care of them.
But as we all know, labor migration is not just a policy issue. It's a matter that touches the lives of millions. It holds the promise of economic opportunities, the transfer of skills and knowledge, and the potential for a brighter future. However, it also presents a challenge that requires the collaborative efforts of all involved, as well as the development of comprehensive strategies to ensure that the benefits of labor migration are maximized.
Let's go to Bantu, the capital of Unity State, where authorities have adopted President Salva Kiir directives to allocate 5% of the state's oil revenue for development, prioritizing citizens' need over personal gain. The announcement was made during a state cabinet meeting chaired by Justice Riek Bimtok, demonstrating a firm commitment to utilizing the funds for infrastructure and essential services, particularly in Paniger County. In a statement, the State Minister of Information, Gatwich Bapal, both emphasized that the oil revenue must directly benefit the people through improved roads, healthcare, and education.
February 7th, 2025, the Unity State Council of Ministers held a regular meeting, and a number of agendas that the Council discussed and endorsed. The first agenda is about formation of a committee that will supervise racial peace between government of Unity State and government of Burin administrative area. The composition of this committee will be Security Advisor, Minister of Peace, Minister of Youth, Culture and Sport, Minister of Organic Shire and Social Welfare, the Bishop of Bantu, plus other stakeholders. The same thing will be applied to Ruin. This committee has a number of term and reference that will supervise the peace. The second agenda that the Unity State Government Council of Ministers has deliberated on and endorsed is about the project, developmental project. The number of development projects the Unity State Government has endorsed, and this thing they will allow our people. It is very wonderful.
In a significant development, authorities in Awil, the capital of northern Bahr al-Ghazali state, have unveiled a water drainage system aimed at reducing the risk of future flooding in the state, which has been grappling with devastating floods that have cut off local population from accessing essential services. More in the following report by Abraham Felix.
The government of northern Bahr al-Ghazali state have launched a crucial drainage system improvement project under the theme Working Together for a Sustainable Flood Control in Awil and surrounding areas, promises to significantly reduce the risk of future flooding. Governor Simon Uber Maut emphasized the state government dedication to mobilizing resources to ensure the devastating floods of previous years are not repeated.
One of our core priorities and objectives of the state government. The threat of chronic flooding across northern Bahr al-Ghazali state requires all of us to take drastic and radical measures to meet this serious challenge head on. The level of flooding witnessed last year was unprecedented and historic in scale. Such amount of water levels had not been seen in this state in the past several decades.
The State Minister of Information, Gabriel Deng, says the government-led initiative is a direct response to the community urgent need for sustainable solution to the recurrent flood problems.
It's a vital step toward protecting our infrastructure from flooding, enhancing public health, and supporting sustainable agricultural practices.
The launch event saw a strong turnout, with state officials, area chiefs, and youth joining together to witness this important step forward. The event represents collaborative efforts bringing together various stakeholders to build a more resilient future for Awilt and its surrounding communities. Abraham Felix, SSBC.
The Mayor of Juba City Council, Johnson Soka, alongside the city's environmental conservation authorities, has demonstrated a shared commitment to ensuring environmental preservation and health care across Juba, particularly in Gudele 1. Mayor Soka affirms that local government is responsible for providing waste management services, including waste removal, storage, and disposal.
الشوارع دي بكون مقفول ليه؟ عشان مويه ده ما قاعد يمشي. فانا دايرين الناس يحافظوا على المجرى ده، وانا بشيد بمواطنين بتاعنا تقول لي مربع 8 قول لي مربع 5 و107 وده لحد انزنتوس لحد ما مويه ده يكب ما كليه خب وساقه في مجرى بتاعت القناه ده. خلي المجرى ده يكون نظيف والمويه يمشي لحد بحر نظيف. هنا لازم نحافظ على السلامه بتاعت الصحه بتاعنا. البلد فوق كوليرا، وحاليا البلد اللي جنبنا ده ذاته ظهر فوق ايبولا، فانا ما دايرين الناس يعني يتحمل مشاكل اكثر من كده. نحن دايرين نحافظ على النظافه بتاعنا عشان ان احنا كلنا نكون اصحاء وعيالنا يكون اصحاء والبلد بتاعنا بيكون في حاله صحيه كويس.
محل طلع من اوسخ الخيران اللي هسه موجود هنا، فعشان كده احنا قمنا بالحمله بتاعت نظافه عشان نشيل كل الاوساخ الموجود هنا استعدادا لموسم بتاعت الخريف، عشان لما المطره تنزل تيجي تلقى المحل نظيف ما يشيل الكريستالات والاوساخ ده.
Turning our attention to the rich cultural heritage of the Nuer people, a large number gathering of Nuer communities, including chiefs, women, youths, elders, government dignitaries, and MPs participated in a cultural celebration emphasizing the promotion of cultural heritage, justice, and social change in the country. Mary Atong reports.
The Nuer Youth Union, representing Unity State, Jungle, and Upper Nile State, launched a cultural festival in Juba on Saturday. Speaking to SSBC during the event, members of the Nuer community showcased significant aspects of their culture, including Mundeng Pyramid, a special symbol, traditional foods such as walwal with milk, boiled sagum known as bial, and different local fruits. Women displayed traditional baby carriers, clay pots used for cooking and water storage, as well as decorative household items. Calabashes for serving white wine have been also presented as part of the cultural exhibition. Tutgat Luak, special envoy to the Middle East, highlighted the importance of culture in fostering peace in South Sudan.
By then, we the Nuer people used to read by other communities as killers or criminals who used to take other people's properties by force. It is not a good character, while advising the community to refrain from such acts.
James Othmai, chairperson of the Nuer community, urged the public to reduce dowry demands, citing economic challenges.
We are showing to the world and to the people of Nuer that our culture is our everything. Our culture is everything. And we want to replace actually this culture of war that has been in the Republic of South Sudan.
On my journey to attend.
Additionally, they ban picture representations of the wild animals and cultural materials symbolizing the 16 counties of the Nuer community, including Panyijar, Rupkana, Urur, and Pangak.
And finally, in sports news, we bring you up to speed with all the matches of the 9th round of the South Sudan Premier League, highlighting the final match of the round where Bentiu City triumphed over Nile City Yambio with a thrilling 4-3 victory. Valentino Azza scored twice for Bentiu City, while Bal Orich and Tor Gatluak each added a goal. For Nile City Yambio, Peter Bafuga found the net with 2 goals. With that story, we have come to the end of our news for this afternoon. I'm Suzanne Emiliano. Thank you so much for joining us on behalf of my team.